Hey there, Ophiuchus. Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to Tarot Echoes, voice of Ophiuchus. It's so very nice to see you again. If you're returning, what's up? Hello. And if you are new, hi, my name is Eric. It is wonderful to meet you. I am here to do a reading for you, for the Ophiuchus Collective, for the sign of Ophiuchus. So this is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But really also this channel, my intention with this channel is to provide messages to anyone that has an Ophiuchus placement in one of the 5 planets, mainly 5 personal planets. So that would be Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, and Venus. Somebody from my original channel, which is Divine Conversations, the link to that can be found in the description box below if you're interested in checking out that channel. I do a lot of collective readings. I also do a daily reading on that channel, which is collectively oriented. So if you're resonating with me here on this channel and you want more messages from me, as a reader, check out Divine Conversations. Again, the link to that can be found in the description box below. But one of my regulars over there, while I was doing Morning Coffee, which is our daily collective reading, they asked if this could be relevant to, like, say, a Neptune placement. That one is a little more tricky because Neptune is one of the outer planets, those including Saturn, Uranus, Jupiter, Jupiter, Uranus, and Pluto. 5 outer planets. Those are more generational. Those are more like big energies, whereas the 5 personal planets are more specific to you. So if you are interested in messages for those outer planets, I encourage you to tag along. You know, you may be able to find or get messages for yourself, clarity for yourself in terms of your situation. But just keep in mind that if you're looking at it from that point of view, from that perspective, it's going to be way less focused, way more zoomed out, and probably way more having to do with collective energies, people around you, group settings, situation like that, generational things, something like that, okay? Like for me personally, I do have an Ophiuchus placement. I have 2, but mine are Saturn and Uranus. Right now, technically, my moon has progressed into Ophiuchus. It's going to be there for a few months. But in terms of my natal chart, it's just Saturn and Uranus. But for me, as a reader, that helps me feel like I can connect to the collective more because it's more of a collective energy. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, puts that into perspective. So again, if you are watching for the outer planets, the 5 outer planets, you may get messages, but it's probably going to be less specific and more general, okay? Even though this is a general reading technically, but it is for Ophiuchus. Okay, enough of that. Oh, well, you guys, let me say this. Let me finish out. Let me finish this out. I am available for private readings if you would like one. Check the information in the description box below. I list my email address. Please shoot me an email. Let me know you're interested and I will give you all that information. I am over on Patreon. I do collective readings on Patreon, patreon.com/Divine Conversations. The link to that can be found in the description box below. And also check me out on Instagram, instagram.com or @divine_conversations. Yes? All right, Ophiuchus, let's get started with this reading here. This is just a general reading, all right, for the sign of Ophiuchus. Not necessarily trying to talk about love or anything specific, just whatever messages the collective, what God Source Creator has for the collective of Ophiuchus right now. General reading, also a timeless reading, all right? All right. Hi, Spirit. I used to do that in the past. I just recently started doing that today and I like it. Okay, here we go. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the collective sign of Ophiuchus. Thank you so much for giving us this time together, this time to meet with each other, this time to speak with each other, and also this time to speak with you, to connect with you, and to provide us with your guidance to serve our highest good and the highest good of all involved. We are so incredibly grateful to you, God Source Creator, for your presence in our lives and for all the things that you do for us on the regular. So we ask that you, at this time, please provide us with the best guidance, the best information, the best knowledge for our Ophiuchus brothers and sisters to help guide them on their journey. All right, 2 more shuffles here for you, Ophiuchus, and then we'll get in to see what we've got for you in this round, yeah? Sweet. Last shuffle for you. Here we go. All right, so what's going on for Ophiuchus right now, Spirit? Ooh, this came flipping out, and it did like a whole somersault too. It's the World, and the feeling that I'm getting from this World energy, toxic situations, toxic circumstances are closing out, are coming to an end, and there's a lot of joy. Okay, there is a lot of joy associated with this World card, but I'm also hearing Wheel of Fortune. So there's a lot of excitement for you right now, Ophiuchus, in whatever it is that is closing out for you. This could have been a very long, arduous, and tough cycle. Even if it wasn't a really long cycle, I feel like it's proportionate, okay? So if it was a long cycle, it may not have been all that difficult to manage, but the difficulty in it was the length of time that you were dealing with it. For others of you, it may have been a short cycle, but that shit kicked your ass, right? Okay, either way, there is great happiness in the fact that something is coming to a close. And I feel very specifically, maybe this is just for some of you, or some of us, I could say, because I am part of this collective right now, with my moon having progressed into. Anyway, sorry. There is a level of either you are aware of the fact that this is closing out and you are fucking elated, or you don't really know, but you feel it's coming. Or at least you're very excited for the closing of this cycle, okay? The way this card came flipping out and did like a whole ass somersault was just like, ooh, joy, right? Okay. Keep in mind, guys, the Wheel of Fortune did make an appearance in my head. I did hear about that. We'll see if it comes out. But also what I want to say about that Wheel of Fortune energy, that is giving me a very 7 vibration. It has been lately. If you're new to me, then you haven't heard me say this yet, but 7 is a lucky number, or it's considered to be a lucky number, right? I don't believe in luck. I don't believe there is such a thing as luck. I believe luck is just the manifestation of you being at the crossroads, the corner of preparedness and opportunity. If you can navigate yourself to that corner of preparedness and opportunity, then luck is in fact on your side because you're ready to go, okay? So navigating yourself to that corner requires you preparing, requires you to do the research, do the work you need to do face the challenges you need to face, I'm hearing, do the preparatory work. And as you do that preparatory work, it will lead you, unbeknownst to you because you're so focused on the work that you're doing, but it will lead you right to that corner. Okay, if you follow the avenue of preparedness, it's gonna lead you straight to the avenue, that corner of opportunity, okay? So whatever it is you've been working on, preparing for, clearing up, healing, whatnot, whatever, it's leading you to this level of opportunity. But what I'm seeing with the Wheel of Fortune is in fact that. That's why I'm seeing this 7 energy, this Wheel of Fortune with that, because you are prepared, or you're getting prepared. And that is the other reason as to part of why there is so much joy here in the world with whatever cycle is closing out for you, because you know, I definitely feel like even if you don't consciously know where it is you're going, you know you're preparing for something. I feel like you are consciously doing the work, Ophiuchus, to close out these cycles. And so maybe there's so much excitement and enthusiasm because you're starting to see the direct results of the work that you've been doing, okay? You're starting to see how either this situation is closing out actively right now or how it's gonna be closing out. Some of you can see very clearly how whatever this situation is going to end for you. And that, yikes! And that brings a sigh of relief. Sorry about that. My rolling tray was up here on top of my speaker, and I guess that was confirmation because as I said it, we got that big old loud bang, and now there's tobacco all over my floor. Thank God for vacuums. Okay, guys, let's get into this. Let's move forward here. Let's move forward here. Next, we have the 7 of Wands, Ophiuchus. Fuck yeah. What's going on for Ophiuchus? What messages do we have for Ophiuchus at this time? Okay. You may have someone else in your energy here. Yeah, you do. Oh, shit. Yeah, you do. Okay, and then what's in between these two here? That's enough right there. Boop. Okay, Ophiuchus. We could be talking about a love situation here. We could be talking about a dynamic between you and another person. I do feel like we have two sides of an equation here. Whether this is romantic or platonic, familial or business, creative adventures, whether you are dealing with someone on a platonic level, whether this be a business partner, a coworker, a colleague, a creative partner, or this is familial or friendship platonic, or this is an actual romantic situation for you. It could be any of those things. This is a general reading. Take it as it resonates. But on one side of the equation, I'm going to go ahead and say this is you, Ophiuchus, because that's who we're trying to channel for right now. 10-10 on the counter. You do have the World with the 7 of Wands. So you are victorious in this. I know this is not, I know really the 6 of Wands would be victorious. But the victory here, Ophiuchus, is in you standing your ground, is in you having done the work that you needed to do to complete certain cycles for yourself. Okay, I'm really feeling, I just heard, Ophiuchus, you have taken the matter into your own hands. Whereas maybe you were not, in the past, you were letting the universe control everything for you and not really doing the work you needed to do to change some elements for yourself. Now you are taking an active role in this process, okay? And the universe is very proud of you. Your angels are very proud of you. Your guides, your way showers, your companions are very proud of you. But this is where your victory comes in. This is where the victory lies, Ophiuchus, because with you holding your ground, standing firmly against the cycles, the toxic situations you are trying to get away from, this is in fact a victory for you. And this is another reason why, as to why there is so much enthusiasm, so much happiness, 11-11 on the counter, so much excitement here for the closing of these cycles, because you're doing it. And this may also be why you're seeing the direct results of your actions or the work that you're doing, because you're holding the boundaries. And what I'm seeing in my head now visually is you're holding the boundaries here and you're watching the toxicity float away. Slowly but surely, okay? This may be multiple aspects for you, or it may be one specific thing, but I'm seeing as you're standing your ground here, slowly but surely, that toxic situations or the situations that you're holding your ground against, standing your ground against, slowly get further and further away from you. They move out of your vibrational resonance, okay? Now, on the other side of the equation is the toxicity right there. You've got the 9 of Swords with the Devil in reverse. There are some people around you that are freaking flipping the fuck out because they don't have access to you the way they used to. And they're never gonna have it again because you've closed out this cycle, Ophiuchus. So there are toxic people, toxic situations and circumstances around you, like saying to themselves, how do I get this person back? Or how do I change this situation? This is literally saying these toxic people, or maybe it's just this circumstance. The circumstance or the people that you're moving away from, they don't want to change. So if there are individuals around you that are seeking ways to get back into your life that you are actively moving away from, I wouldn't necessarily trust it. Unless they are actively showing you that they have changed their ways, they've changed their focus, I wouldn't accept anything from them. And maybe I wouldn't accept anything from them right away. I'm not going to sit here and say that people can't change. They absolutely can and do change, but they have to be willing to do the work to do it. Okay? So if they're not showing up and showing and proving, then I really wouldn't take I would take what they say with a grain of salt. I may not even accept it at all. Okay? We're going to look into this more because I want to know what's going on here. But finally, overall, I guess in between the two of you, in between these two situations, or you moving away from whatever, you have the 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups reversed, and the Hanged Man. You know, Ophiuchus, in today's morning coffee, it's funny because the last time I did a full reading for you, it was right after morning coffee, which is our daily collective reading over on my first channel, Divine Conversations. But a message from morning coffee in that last session we did for you spilled over into this session, and now that's kind of happening here too. Now I will say that I unintentionally put the Page of Cups back in the deck in a reversed state, I believe. Spirit is saying I did. I don't necessarily like to keep my cards in reverse. I don't like to let them live in reverse. So when this happens and then it comes out, there's truth to it, okay? But in morning coffee, one of the closing messages today was not accepting any love offers from somebody else that may be trying to come rushing in to offer you something. I wouldn't accept any sort of offers of reconciliation or any sort of offers of love or anything like that from an individual you may have had a twisted or not so good past with, but that was because there's too much illusion surrounding the situation. In Morning Coffee, when this Page of Cups came out reversed, it came with the Seven of Cups. And that was the only reason why I was saying, don't accept anything just yet. There's too much confusion. This individual that may be trying to come towards you to offer you something, to create some sort of reconciliation or something like that, may be going through a tower moment of their own. And so you're going to want to let that tower moment happen. You're going to want to let that dust settle before you really start taking any offers from them. If this is another person, then they may not be wanting to give any sort of offers right now, because they know maybe how confusing they are, or how confusing their situation is, or how toxic their situation may be right now. But the tower was there. So that means that something is happening. And it was not your tower moment, or it was not the subjects of the reading's tower moment. It was the other person that may have been coming towards them. I highly recommend that you watch that, okay? That episode of Morning Coffee, I'm going to try to remember to link it here for you guys, but that episode of Morning Coffee is titled Reluctance is Sabotaging a Situation / the Three of Swords, Heartbreak Leads to the Ten of Cups. That's the title of that reading, okay? But I will try to remember to link it here for you. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Okay. So, I never explained what this is here. Ten of Pentacles, Page of Cups reversed, Hanged Man. Ophiuchus, I do feel like there may be... you may want to reach out to someone. You may want to make some sort of reconciliation here, have some sort of reconciliation here. That may also be another person wanting to do that with you. This may be you, Ophiuchus, your understanding, or this may be someone else you're dealing with here. But what the Ten of Pentacles, Page of Cups reversed, and Hanged Man is saying to me is, someone doesn't want to get something off the ground. Someone doesn't want something to be started. Something can't be started until a change in perspective happens. There is a Ten of Pentacles view here. I get this feeling that someone may be wanting to pursue the Ten of Pentacles with you. You may be wanting to pursue the Ten of Pentacles with someone else. This could be a marriage. This could be a commitment. This could be a business sort of thing. But that can't happen. Page of Cups. The thing can't be started. The dream can't be realized. The dream can't be sought after, can't be pursued. The Page of Cups can represent the dreamer energy. The love can't be offered. The love can't be started. The reconciliation can't happen until there is a change in perspective. I do feel like dominantly this could be you that's needing to change the perspective, Ophiuchus. We are channeling an energy for you here, but it also could be someone else. It may also be someone, it may be both of you. This could be someone that you're both sharing some sort of Ophiuchus placement with right now, okay? Overall energy at the bottom of the deck, Ophiuchus, is the Six of Cups. Soulmate connection. The past. I'm reading soulmate connection from that right now. It has been coming out a lot lately for the collective. The realization of a soulmate connection. Understanding what a soulmate is to you, who is your true real soulmates are. Also, this could be a past situation in terms of reconnecting with your inner child, some sort of passion you may have had in the past that would ultimately end up being this Ten of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, you are releasing toxicity, the Devil and the Nine of Swords. The Devil is reversed. This could be family. If there is something from your past that you are reconnecting with and finding desire with and are wanting to rekindle, it could have been something that you were led to be disconnected from in the past by family, friends, and or toxic circumstances and or situations. I feel like for some of you specifically, this could be family freaking out, or people that are closest to you freaking out because you are leaving their toxic elements behind, and that is leading you down a path. For some of you, I want to say they never wanted to see you on. Whether it is because they're jealous of you, or they have some sort of commitment of their own. That's weird. Why would that affect you? Take it as it resonates. They're jealous. They have their own toxic viewpoint of whatever it is you're trying to do, or whatever it is you're trying to pursue. Like, for example, let's say your mother or father was like a musician or an actor, or something and you want to pursue that, but they don't want you to pursue it for whatever reason. Or, you know, you grew up being a really creative and free individual, whereas your family structure was more rigid and strong, like mine, less creative, more three-dimensional, less spiritual, but you're more of that spiritual energy and you're going down a path of that spirituality and they don't like that, or whatever. You're just going down a path that they don't approve of. It doesn't matter. It's what you want, right? Okay. I need to refill that lighter. But that's all, these are all things that I'm getting from the Six of Cups, okay? All right, so what I want to talk about now, Ophiuchus, is this devil in reverse with the Nine of Swords. What's the devil? Show us the devil in reverse and the Nine of Swords for Ophiuchus, please. 2 cards face down, hidden aspects, okay. Show us the devil in reverse with the, wow, yeah, okay. Yeah. Page of Wands is the overall energy at the bottom of the deck. You are changing your tune. There is a brand new alignment that you are coming into, Ophiuchus, and you are aggressively going for it. You have the, okay, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords now, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so devil in reverse. Yes, you are releasing toxic energies. 9 of Swords here. There is some sort of fear or anxiety attached to that. It may be your fear and anxiety too. Let's just put that out there. This is a general reading. Take it as it resonates. It may be your fear and anxiety too, but I feel like if it is some sort of fear and or anxiety that you're experiencing, Ophiuchus, it's because you are fighting back. And there's a part of you that's like, oh God, what are the consequences of this going to be? Because I feel an aggressive energy with this Knight of Swords, Ophiuchus, but I really don't feel like you're trying to hurt anybody. I really don't. And that is actually what a central theme for Ophiuchian energy. I do feel like that could be a very strong way as to how and or why Ophiuchus can be misunderstood. Because Ophiuchus is a healer, is a transformer, is a transmuter, okay? And Ophiuchus doesn't play around. I really kind of want to say, and maybe this is just the energy for Ophiuchus right now, but it's almost like Ophiuchus doesn't have much of a sense of humor, or has trouble sometimes finding the humor in things because they're so serious about changing, transforming, and healing, especially when it comes to toxic circumstances, and also especially when it comes to situations surrounding women or the feminine. Okay? I'm not going to get into the specifics of that right now. We can talk about that later. There is definitely an energy of not fucking around here. And I really feel like you're not trying to hurt anybody, but if it comes down to it, you're going to do whatever it is you need to do to step on to this new path, Page of Pentacles, in terms of what it is you're truly in alignment with, what it is you are desiring to get in alignment with, or what it is you are getting into alignment with. Aggressively defending this. Now, for your energy here, you do have another card. Yeah, it's the High Priestess. It came out face down. So this is a hidden aspect for you, but you are in fact following your intuition here, following the higher guidance. I really do feel like for some of you Ophiuchans here, the devil in reverse is you releasing the toxic, low vibrational and or advice that just does not serve you. Advice is what I want to say. I'm putting that in quotation marks. Advice. It's not really advice. For some of you, this is a toxic circumstance in which you have some sort of busybody in your life making a mess of things when you really just need to be controlling the situation, choosing for yourself. And doing that, or in order to do that, you're following your intuition here, okay? Now, there are 2 more cards face down. I do feel like this is the energy of the individuals, the toxicity that is being released. Maybe it isn't. Okay. At first, I thought this was the same energy of the devil that's being released, but we're still talking about you here. Like I said, Ophiuchus, there is a strong level of determination. Did I say that? Maybe I didn't say that. I'm saying it now. Okay, there is a strong level of determination here to transform, to get through the process, because the other 2 cards that came out face down, again, hidden energies, is the counterpart to that Queen, the King of Wands and Death. Incognito, I like to say. Please don't take offense to that. But I feel like you're doing this secretly. You may be keeping it to yourself. And or what the High Priestess, the King of Wands, and Death means to all together, because all three of those did end up face down, is you are following your intuition, your higher guidance to lead you towards the transformation that it is you're looking out for, or the transformation that you desire. Okay? I gotta pause for a second because I'm making rice. Hold on. Okay, rice is done. I'm glad I paused at that moment, because it was like done. If I left it going anymore, it was gonna be burnt as fuck. Well, not really, but okay, whatever. Anyway, let's continue. I want to start talking about now the Hanged Man with this Page of Cups. Now, this is with the Ten of Pentacles also, but really the focus I want to talk about here is the Page of Cups reversed and the Hanged Man. There's something about imagination here. I just heard that. Imagination would be represented by the Page of Cups, as in like that dreamer energy or that creative, imaginative energy. You could also kind of see that in the Page of Wands, but the creativity here is what I'm getting with the Page of Cups, the flow of creativity, the imagination. Someone is gaining an imagination. Someone is reconnecting with their imagination. I feel like especially if this is some sort of pursuit that you have, whether this is business or creative with this Ten of Pentacles here, the change in perspective that you are going through, or maybe this person is helping to reinvigorate, rekindle their imagination. There is something about needing to be able to dream more, or needing to be able to imagine more, that is involved with this Hanged Man energy that's going to allow you to pursue whatever your Ten of Pentacles is. I do feel like that might be a relationship for someone. But now, the closing of these toxic energies with this Devil in reverse, Ophiuchus, is key to this. Because whatever is going on with this Devil energy, it's been restricting your imagination, or this person's imagination. I'm getting something very strongly about how they can't see how this would work, or they can't imagine how this could happen, blah, 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 whatnot, whatever. But that's what they, or you, or we are working on changing the perspective of now. So let's get more into this, more into this. Show us the Page of Cups and the Hanged Man for Ophiuchus, please. Okay, these are all hidden energies because they all came out face down. But the first card, the overall energy you do have is the Four of Wands, greater stability in your creative pursuits. Sorry, greater stability in your creative pursuits. Okay, this is also a greater spiritual foundation. I'm also feeling a greater foundation within yourself. There is a level of confidence that comes through with this Four of Wands energy as well. I feel like that's what you're working on building, what this person is working on building, if this is someone external to you. Okay, but the cards that you have here. Okay, the cards that you have here are the Ace of Wands, Strength, which is in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. Confidence. This is all about confidence, okay? Someone is inspired to move forward with something. Someone may have a big heart, a full heart associated with this, okay? Whether this is a romantic situation or a business, creative endeavor or something like that, it's definitely in your heart. Your heart is definitely full with this. And yet this person or you are not having the strength enough to follow through with it or to pursue it. And that's where the change in perspective is coming. That's where the change in perspective is needed. I'm seeing Five of Pentacles now. I do want to clarify this strength a little bit more, but I'm seeing kind of a Five of Pentacles energy. Okay, this may be a feeling of doubt, fear, feeling not like you're not good enough, or this person is not good enough. Why is Strength in reverse for Ophiuchus here? Why is Strength in reverse? Why is Strength in reverse? Okay, well, what I feel like right now, Ophiuchus, is Strength is in reverse because someone is going through the process of seeing clearly. Okay, clarifying the Strength in reverse, overall energy, you do have the Page of Wands. There's that Page of Wands again. Okay, so this is that change in the way that Change in your alignment, change in the way, or this person, change in the way that you approach the situation, emerging as a brand new person, someone that may be unrecognizable to others around you. This is definitely, I sometimes like to say that this card can represent a midlife crisis. And that's because if you look at this card specifically, this is the Golden Universal Tarot deck. This page of wands looks like a grown-ass man, okay? So this to me says that a change in perspective, a change in the way you approach things, a change in yourself can happen at any time in life, okay? Great. But that's what's happening here. That's the overall energy. And remember, that was the overall energy when we were talking about the devil in reverse with the Nine of Swords, okay? So this person, if this is an external person to you, Ophiuchus, this person could be going through this transformation also of leaving the toxic elements behind because you have already done that. You could be influencing someone else to do this just by your energetic resonance, okay? You don't have to actively be doing anything or saying anything to this person for them to be feeling the effects of your energy and the change that you're making, and that subsequently is leading them on that path naturally, okay? But continuing, strength in reverse is clarified by the Six of Swords, the King of Swords, 333 on the counter, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Perseverance, not giving up without a fight, the Nine of Wands. But the Nine of Wands is good because it's also representing the fact that this person or you, in terms of this change in perspective, in terms of building this sense of self-confidence, because we're clarifying strength in reverse right now. The Nine of Wands is kind of a good sign because that means you're only one step away from the 10, and the 10 brings completion. Okay, so what's happening here? We have an individual, whether this is you or someone external to you, we have an individual that is actively, again, determination with the King of Swords, but is actively working on moving away consciously. Okay, being very real, being very practical, being very honest with themselves, and maybe even you, or maybe being honest with themselves about you, about how they feel about you, about the truth of their connection with you. Whether it's platonic or relationship, it doesn't matter. 333 on the counter again. Someone is being very clear and logical and understanding, getting a strong understanding of the situation, what it is right now, how it is it has developed, how it is y'all found yourself here, or specifically how this person found themselves here. King of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and is actively moving forward from that Six of Swords, moving from rough waters to calmer waters. Again, moving away from the toxicity. And there is a level of perseverance here, but then also this person and or you are battered and bruised. And there is a feeling here. There is a feeling here with this Nine of Wands energy for some, maybe a good amount of you, but for at least for someone here, there is definitely a feeling, Nine of Wands, of being fed up with being in this type of energy. In this type of toxic circumstance, in this type of low vibrational energy, I really feel like someone is getting to the point in this Nine of Wands energy of being fully ready to pull themselves up. Pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Put on their big girl, big girl panties, big boy briefs or boxers, what the fuck ever, and getting the fuck up out of here. Okay? Okay, they're wanting me to clarify the Ten of Pentacles next. So what's this Ten of Pentacles for Ophiuchus? Okay, overall energy again is the Four of Wands. All right, this could be a family situation. This could be a romantic situation. I am feeling with the Four of Wands energy, there is a desire for greater abundance, greater stability in the home and family life. 333 again. This is greater. Oh, I'm also hearing greater accountability within yourself. This Four of Wands definitely does feel like a greater foundation within yourself to even pursue anything long-term. 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Let's see. You have cards here that have fallen on the floor. They've all fallen face down. So it is kind of a hidden energy. Okay, it's underneath the surface. Okay, but what is this Ten of Pentacles clarified as? Here's that Knight of Wands again. Knight of Wands. Again, I don't feel like this Knight of Wands is very wishy-washy. I just feel like this Knight of Wands energy is very passionate, very fiery, maybe fast moving, but passion is what I'm getting from this Knight of Wands. I'm also getting a desire to reconcile. We have the Knight of Wands, we have the Five of Swords reversed. I like this. The Five of Swords reversed and the Queen of Pentacles. 333 again. Two things. One, Knight of Wands could be someone wanting to come forward towards the Queen of Pentacles and squash any sort of bullshit between the two of you. This is an individual that wants to show up in alignment, wants to be in alignment, wants to get in alignment, wants to learn how to get in alignment, wants to show up for this Queen of Pentacles. Maybe that's an external situation to you. Maybe whomever this Knight of Wands is sees a future with this Queen of Pentacles and may even want to show up as a king eventually because of this Ten of Pentacles energy, right? This is long-term focus. Now, if this is not someone external to you, this is your own self. This is you wanting to show up as a Queen of Pentacles, wanting to cultivate that hardworking yet loving and compassionate energy, that committed sort of energy. I do feel like for somebody out here, this Four of Wands energy, the stability that I'm feeling in the Four of Wands, that is your overall energy here. This is the stability of the Queen of Pentacles, the reliability, the permanence of the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? Okay. Also, if this is within you, no, I wasn't talking about Saturn was I talking about Saturn for you? No, it must have been in Morning Coffee. Again, go check out that Morning Coffee. But if this is within you, there is a level of releasing some sort of toxic energy, Five of Swords, that is self-defeating. And again, wanting to rise into this Queen of Pentacles energy. I don't know if I said that correctly because I lost the train of thought there. But why I was bringing up Saturn, because in Morning Coffee today, I did talk about Saturn and how there may be an aspect of Saturn. And I feel like Saturn, also Saturn would be represented by the Queen of Pentacles because the Queen of Pentacles technically represents Capricorn and Saturn rules Capricorn. So there may be some sort of reconciliation you're going through within yourself, Ophiuchus, that is cleaning up ways that you may have been less than responsible. There may be a desire for you, what you're feeling desireful, wanting to move forward with, quickly rush forward with, or very passionate about moving forward with, is cleaning up ways that you have been less than responsible, less than God, what is the word I'm looking for? Less than responsible, less than reliable also. Okay. Good. And that will bring a certain level of stability within you. Yeah. I keep seeing 333. That may be a message for you. You might want to look that up, an angel number for you. Finally, let's clarify the World and the Seven of Wands here. I'm just curious. What's the World and the Seven of Wands for Ophiuchus? Oh, okay. Two of Swords is the overall energy. Not looking back. Okay, determination. You have been working towards ending these cycles. Okay, and that's part of the reason why whomever is connected with you here in this devil energy might be freaking out, because you are not looking back. 3811 on the counter. Okay. That's your overall energy. You have three cards here that came face down and then one card that came out face up, and it is the Eight of Cups. Confirmation, you have obviously walked away from something. This definitely could have been a long-standing situation. It definitely could be a romantic situation, could also be a family situation or a friendship, something like that. But what my attention is being drawn to the 8 stacked cups. You are or have been walking away from something that you were really heavily invested in somehow. Okay, there was a lot of involvement here. There may have been a lot of work done, put into this. There may have been a lot of emotional investment. These 8 cups could also represent other people that are invested in this situation with you, but you've walked away. Yes, and you want to know why you've walked away? Because of this Queen of Pentacles energy here. You see how it got stuck to my arm? Hey, you come back here. You also could be walking away from some sort of mother figure. You could be releasing some sort of toxic feminine figures, toxic mother energy, and walking away from that all together because of the way that the Queen of Pentacles just like flew away for some of you. But ultimately, the reason why you're walking away or have been walking away is because you are actively, consciously trying to work towards greater levels of self-worth. Boop. 3 more cards here. Ooh, honey. You have the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. The Hierophant has been, in my opinion as a reader, the Hierophant has been representing a level or energies of your own personal governance system. So the Hierophant is institutions, government, institutions like government, university, the police force, fire, hospitals. It's also society, societal norms, societal conditioning, and all that kind of stuff. The rules and regulations of 3-dimensional world, the way, like, you know, social contracts, stuff like that, right? Well, for the collective lately, I've been feeling like it's really representing your personal governance system. So take what, like, the rules and regulations that make up our government, okay? And now apply that to, or any government on the planet. Now apply that to your own life. The rules and regulations, the laws that you hold for your life. That's what I mean by your governance system, okay? The world, I keep wanting to say the Wheel of Fortune, but I feel like that's because this is really changing your reality, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor as you stand this ground and you hold the door closed to these situations, okay? It's drastically changing your reality. That's why I keep hearing the Wheel of Fortune. But the World and the 7 of Wands is happening. You are closing out these cycles and you have these strong boundaries that are helping to keep the cycle closed because you have made a choice. Well, let me say this. You have come to an understanding of how it is you feel personally, deep down inside, the Queen of Cups. And you have bounced that against your personal governance system. Also, in you going through this Queen of Cups energy of learning about how it is you feel, you have been able to greater define your personal governance system. So let's say, for example, in you being in this Queen of Cups energy, you are starting to recognize your true emotions around someone or something and how it is they are making you feel and how that ultimately may be hurting you. Maybe it's hurting you, maybe it's not. But ultimately, you know how you feel about it. And you bounce that with you, when you bounce that against your personal governance system, that's kind of leading you to say, oh, okay, do I stay or do I go? And whatever decision you have made in terms of that, Ophiuchus, is directly related to this energy right here, Queen of Cups and the Hierophant. Knowing how it is that you feel, knowing yourself, knowing your emotions, being very intuitively in tune as well and intuitively guided, and making your decision versus what it is you want to see in your life, what it is you will or will not accept in your life. And that's that Queen of Pentacles too. She ain't gonna take no shit, right? She has very strong, very firm boundaries, okay? And she is the first person to let you know what she will or will not put up with. Of course, her bestie, in my head, is the Queen of Swords. She's quick to do that too, okay? But the Queen of Pentacles is way more compassionate. All right? Okay, Ophiuchus. I'm gonna close this out. I wanna get a closing message from you. We're gonna go back to the tarot. Well, not back to the tarot, but we're gonna use more tarot for this. All right, Spirit. So, closing message for Ophiuchus at this time. Two more shuffles then. Closing message for Ophiuchus, please. At this moment, Spirit. Last shuffle. All right. The Magician is at the bottom of the deck. I like that. Creating your own future. What's right for you? What's in tune with yourself? I like that, Ophiuchus. Closing message for Ophiuchus, please, Spirit. Yep. Closing message. There it is. And as I'm saying that, I saw 4 on the counter with a 2. There's the 10 of Cups. 4 on the counter with a 3. We have 4. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the 9 of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. There's that, I'm sorry, the Queen of Wands. There's that Wheel of Fortune, Ophiuchus. Some of you may be afraid. You know that this is changing. And some of you may be really anxious about it. Okay, about the new alignment that you're coming into. What I'm getting with this is, am I going to be able to complete this cycle? Am I going to be able to hold on onto this new alignment while the situation is manifesting, while the circumstances are still coming in? You have got to believe in yourself. You are capable of it. You can do it. You can follow through. For some of you, maybe this wishy-washy energy that I was picking up on is you kind of being a little bit of a flake, or having been a bit of a flake in the past, and you now working on reconciling with that reconciling with that part of yourself. Maybe you have been this kind of wishy-washy energy, and this 4 of Wands energy for you that came out before is representing you being stable, firm in your alignment, standing your ground. But also this 9 of Swords here is talking about fear from other people. 5 on the counter. There is fear surrounding your new alignment and how that is changing things. Circumstances, not only for you, but also for the people around you. Because remember, when you take your power away from certain toxic situations that were being propped up by your energy, once you take that tower away, y'all, here comes a tower moment. I'm sorry, once you take that power away, here comes a tower moment, because it can't be sustained any longer. Your energy was what was propping it up. And there are going to be people that are going to be pissed off. Oh well, that's their problem now. Isn't it? One last card here, face down. It is Temperance. Balance, healing, time, alchemy. For some of you, you're needing to have faith and allow yourself time to really allow yourself to get into this Queen of Wands energy. That may be the reason as to why you are doubting, or you're feeling reluctant toward, or you're doubting yourself as to whether or not you can hold it, you can sustain this. For some of you, it is a very, very new vibration. It's something very high vibrational, okay? And that may be where your anxiety is coming from, because you're like, oh my God, this is so high vibrational. How the hell am I ever gonna sustain this? Don't worry, it'll be okay. The universe has got you, all right? Allow yourself the time to acclimate to this new vibration, okay? You're moving towards the 10 of Cups, Ophiuchus. Okay, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's long enough. We're on, 47 minutes, almost an hour. But there you go. I hope that was helpful for you, Ophiuchus. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are interested in a private reading with me, check the information in the description box below. Check out my original channel, Divine Conversations, for some more content there. And if you want even more content, check out Patreon, patreon.com/Divine Conversations. There are a few tiers there, but all tiers get the same access to all the content. The difference is that as you go up higher in the level of tiers, you can either get a 10% discount on any sort of private reading that you offer, or a private reading session that you order. You could get a 20% discount, or the highest tier gives you one session with me, one 30-minute session, or one live 30-minute session with me, or one recorded reading with me. Each month that you are a member of that tier, you get all of this, the information on the videos on Patreon, and it's $10 less than if you were to order just a one-off 30-minute session with me. That's a pretty fucking good deal. So check that out. But spaces are limited. I do limit that to 5 spaces per month. So 5 people per month. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Yeah, and get up on it. Yeah, that's all I've got for you now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And tell your friends. If you have Ophiuchus friends, bring them along, okay? I love you guys. I'll see you later. Have a good day. Bye.